Hi. Okay, we're back. We are picking up here as Kevin has been called to the principal's office. The intercom buzzed in social studies, and in front of everyone, it was announced, "Please send Kevin Jameson to Mr. Hartwick's office." Ooh, Giggle, you're in trouble. Harry the Mole bounced at freckle-faced Kelly and Robin, of course, to walk me to the office. Buddy system. Not. Water on my pants. Well, not just my pants, my crotchal area. Thanks to gum on the water fountain, gum I didn't see. Robin almost passed out from laughing. I almost passed out from not punching him. Luckily, Robin doesn't know why I was called to see Hartwick. All his poetry bandit dreams down the drain. I can still hear him laughing while I sit in the office. Yeah, well, we'll see who laughs last. At least freckle-faced Kelly didn't laugh. Kelly didn't laugh. The stain on the ceiling again, in the shape of a cauliflower. The stain fills my pupils, my brain, my ears. Instead of Hartwick and Mrs. Little's words discussing my fate for defacing school property. In my defense, I did not remove any faces from anything. I stare at the stain and congratulated in my head for getting bigger since we've seen each other last. 2 more weeks detention in the library. Not expelled, but I'm on thin ice, Hartwick says, his favorite thing to say, and I totter in my head on the brink of a lake paved with icy poems cracking under my feet. Young man, purple veins pulse to get my attention. Last chance, fingers shake at me. Out of here. Mrs. Little stands, and so do I, too. Thin ice, repeated, ringing in my ears. Thin ice, thin ice, thin ice. And here's the caps of Hartwick shouting. As a side note, I have composed an ode to Hartwick's tie. Clearing throat noise here. Oh, principal's tie, you make me want to scream because you are the color of puked up Neapolitan ice cream. Why did Mrs. Little have to tell? Her eyes seem to like me. Her ears seem to hear me. Why would she want me in trouble? Maybe she's lonely in the big library, all by herself. Maybe she needs company. I don't really mind being here, though, even if she stares at me with her hieroglyph eye. There are no sabotage water fountains in the library. Friday. I tried to explain better about everything. It will probably backfire again. I ripped this one out of a book from home. This is Rapunzel. And it says, once a child had great power and was dreaded by all the world. Then he let himself down again. He was terribly afraid. A thief, suffering, terror, the name of, and then he scratches out Kevin and writes Robin. And a lot of times people ask me how I chose these books for Kevin to rip out. And so what I had to do was find books that were in the public domain, which means anything that's more than like 100 years old that's been published, because those are free to use. You don't have to pay permission to put it in the book. And so as an author, that would have been a cost I had to pay if I used contemporary books. So finding public domain books that would be found in a middle school library, or in this case in Kevin's home, was kind of tricky. But it was fun. It was a fun project and free. Mrs. Little makes me explain what I meant. So I do. You've got yourself in a bind then. She looks at me over her glasses. I nod. Just tell him you've been caught, Kevin. His poetry bandit machinations can go no further. I don't know what that means, except that she still doesn't understand. My hand on the door. It vibrates with the robot murder noises. The keep out sign shakes a little too. Today, I yell into my invisible microphone. Rumbling, stumbling, fumbling, crumbling, but there is nowhere to go. I've become easy prey, and there is nowhere to go. Go, 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 go. But I've become easy prey, and there is nowhere to go. The door yanks open. Petey is sweaty, his eyes black arrows stabbing at my face. Get away from my door, you creeper. Hey, man, the one friend says, the guy who looks like all the rest of them. His rhymes are kinda maybe not half bad. Petey's hand goes to the middle of my chest, his palm against my shirt. He pushes. I stumble back. Get out of here, turd! And he slams the door. But I smile, because I'm kinda maybe not half bad. Monday, 398GR. This is the section for fairy tales, not the section for a random photocopied page flittering around, making a mess. I take the loose page to the trash, but then I see the page has the word wolf circled in red, like an invitation. Later Monday, I put my poem on a shelf with the poetry books. Hopefully, Mrs. Little will find it there, properly shelved, and maybe she will understand. So this is the photocopied page from Red Riding Hood. Wolf, you do not hear how sweet the wolf can be. All right, I think we'll stop here.